usually our non-current asset is only an asset that is not considered an expense. However, because this particular non-current asset is assisting us in gaining revenue, therefore, according to accrual basis assumption, to calculate the most accurate revenue, we have to add some expenses to our non-current asset in order to calculate the most accurate revenue, because these guys are contributing in gaining revenue. So according to accrual basis assumption, anything that contributes to revenue will occur expenses. Therefore, for non-current asset, we have to add in some expense. Now, the term depreciable expense refers to a non-current asset that has a finite life, therefore can generate depreciations, hence expense. A finite life refers to the limited period of time, usually measured in years or sometimes in unit of use, for which a non-current asset will exist. So who can give me an example of a non-current asset that has an infinite life?
Does property count?
Definitely, correct. Property, premises, your house. Oh, your house probably doesn't really count, but for example, land. They'll exist forever. They're yours forever. You can use them whenever you want, however you want. So they will have an infinite life. Therefore, they can gain revenue for you, but they will not occur any depreciations because they are not depreciable assets as they have an infinite life. So what kind of assets are depreciable assets? Well, anything you're going to use until you dump them. For example, a van, a vehicle, equipment, a cutting machine, or shelvings, those sort of things. Eventually, you have to dispose them after they become unable to use. Therefore, they are depreciable assets because they have a finite life. So, depreciation expense. Now let's first have a look at depreciation. So depreciation is the allocation of the non-current asset over allocation of the cost of a non-current asset over its useful life. So we're not just reducing non-current assets cost. No, we're dividing them by the same period, and then we're allocating the cost of non-current asset over its useful life to show depreciation over its life. And hence depreciation expense is the part of the cost that has been incurred in the current period. So how much you have used in the current period to gain revenue is how much depreciation expense